Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Today I'm finally doing a DIY room decor video. You guys have been asking for one for quite some time and I'm finally doing one today. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and if you would like to see more room decor videos, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, and if you could maybe click that subscribe button, that would be so awesome. Also, for those of you that would like to see a slime balloon popping video, I just posted one on my second channel. I'll have a link down below. I've been posting 2 to 3 times a week on my second channel recently, which includes vlogs, mini cooking, slime, challenges. So if you would like to see even more videos, you should totally check out my second channel and subscribe. And now, without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. For the first DIY, I'm going to be making a cookie pillow. For this, you're going to need fabric of your choice. I'm using fleece, and what I've done is I've folded it in half. Then I have this really large circle template. You basically need anything that's round and that's really big, and I'm going to put that on top, and with the help of pearl pins, I'm going to just fix that in place. Now, using a pen, I'm going to trace out the circle. Now, you don't really need to make a template for this. You could just use any round object to do this. I made this template with the help of my trash can. And once you've traced out your circle, you want to remove the template and repin the fabric again like so. I'm now just cutting off any extra fabric very roughly. You don't really need to be perfect with this. Now, using a needle and some thread, I'm going to sew this together, leaving a little bit of an opening. That way we will be able to flip the pillow inside out. And you can use a hot glue gun to do this, but I personally would recommend that you do it this way because you're going to get a much cleaner circle and it's not going to tear apart, if that makes any sense. Once that's done, you want to remove all of the pearl pins and you can flip this inside out. We essentially now have a circle pillowcase, and what I'm going to do now is add a cute face to this. So I am using plush eyes. If you don't have this, you can also paint this on with some acrylic or fabric paint. For the plush eyes, you want to make 2 really small holes into the fabric, and then you can pop on the plush eyes, and then they do come with a backing, so you want to secure them in. Now, using some paint, I'm making the smile, and I'm also going to add in the blush. Of course, because this is a chocolate chip cookie, we cannot forget the chocolate chips. So I'm using felt for this, but you can use any thicker kind of fabric, and I am going to just trace out a circle and cut that out. You will need about 8 to 9 of these chocolate chips. If you want to do the back, you totally can, but I just did the front. I'm placing the chocolate chips where I want them, and then I'm going to go in with my hot glue gun and glue them down in place. This wouldn't be a pillow without the stuffing. So you could either buy pillow stuffing or you can use pillow stuffing from an old pillow that you may have. Finally, I'm going to close down the opening with some hot glue just because it's going to be easier this way instead of sewing it at this point. And there is your completed chocolate chip cookie pillow. This one is probably my favorite out of all 4 of them. For the next DIY, I'm going to be making this ice cream storage kind of thing. I don't know really what to call it. It's kind of like a trinket box, if you will. So I have this planter. This is a regular pot, and I also am going to be using some polymer clay. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm making the lid for the container. So I rolled out my clay, and now I'm putting the pot on top, and then I'm going to very carefully cut out a circle. You are going to need a circle that is slightly smaller than the first one. You want to attach both of the pieces together and let that bake in the oven for about 15 minutes. Once you have your lid, you can put that aside and move on to the next step. So now I have some aluminum foil and I made a pretty large ball of that. Then I'm going to take some Model Magic air dry clay and I'm going to start making the ice cream scoop. So the reason why I'm using aluminum foil underneath is because I don't want to use that much clay, and clay can sometimes get really heavy as well. So this way you're basically saving up clay and the actual like ice cream scoop isn't going to be as heavy. So this is essentially what it should look like, and to give it more detail, I'm going to roll out a pretty thick snake of clay and attach that onto the ice cream scoop. That way it's actually going to look like ice cream. Now you want to let this air dry for about 24 hours to avoid any kind of cracking. So now you can make this ice cream into whatever flavor that you want. So I decided to paint mine with this mint color, and then I'm also going to add in a cute mustache base. I'm adding on the chocolate syrup, and then I also put a cherry on top. Now you want to take the lid that we made earlier and glue the ice cream on top of it. So we have the ice cream, now we need the cone. So I have this beige acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint the pot. Now using a darker shade of brown, I'm going to make these lines just to give the cone some detail. And here is your completed ice cream cone container. Not only does this look adorable, but you can also store like little random items inside. Now I'm going to show you how to make a cupcake candle. So I have some candle wax over here, and I'm going to put that in a bowl. To give it some color, I'm going to add a little bit of a pink crayon, and then you want to melt this either in the microwave or on a double boiler. You're now going to need a cupcake silicone mold. You can get this from eBay or Amazon. I'm going to very carefully pour the melted wax inside, place my candle wick in the center, and I'm going to use 2 popsicle sticks so that it stays in place, and then you want to let that set. For the icing, I melted some candle wax, and after it's melted, you kind of want to keep stirring it until it's not 100% solid, but it is at the point where it's kind of liquidy as well. That's when you want to go ahead and take your cupcake mold and start icing your cupcake. Let your candle set for about 4 to 5 hours and then you can pop out the candle. So this is completely optional. You can just stop right over here, but if you would like to make this into more of a decorative candle that is not meant to be burnt, you can add in a cute face. You can go ahead and like add sprinkles and whatnot. I just ended up adding a cute face onto mine. So yeah, once that's done, there is your completed cupcake candle. By the way, I only burnt this candle for like 30 seconds just to take this clip. For the final DIY, I am going to be making some donut coasters. So you're going to need cork for this. I got this from the dollar store. And I'm going to trace out a circle using this pot. You can use any round object to do this. Then you're going to need a smaller object for the donut hole, and you want to trace that out. I'm going to very carefully cut that out. Now you can also use a pair of scissors for this, but it might not be as clean as a blade would be, but you can definitely use a pair of scissors as well. For the icing, I'm using some pink acrylic paint, and finally I'm going to add in the sprinkles. So I used purple, green, orange, yellow, red, and white. And that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below which DIY was your favorite. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.